The Faces Podcast, brought to you by Telehelping.
But first, tell the listeners in here today, who's Ari? Who are we chatting with here today?
Well, I'm a lawyer turned mediator and arbitrator. I opened my own practice called AJF Resolution here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in October. I was doing mediations and arbitrations a little bit before that with my old law firm, but decided to make the jump into entrepreneurship, and just because it's truly something I love to do and wanted to give it my 100% focus. I think a lot of it came from, I have a 3-year-old son. I have one on the way as well. And so I think it came from one, wanting to spend more time with him and create my own schedule. Also realizing that, life is short, should be doing what I love and what I'm good at, and mediation and arbitration, really mediation is what I love to do. So before that, I've been working as a lawyer for, since I graduated Marquette University Law School in 2012, and been working in a variety of areas of the law, both on the plaintiff side and the defense side, mostly in injury actions, but then also some corporate litigation and employment law cases as well.
Nice. All right. That's incredible. And it's hilarious that you have a 3-year-old. I have a 2.5-year-old. I'm having a baby here shortly. You're having a baby shortly afterwards. So we may be intertwined closely in the fabric of the universe. So cautious listeners here that there may be some, touching a correlation of timelines here that we're not quite familiar with yet. So let's see how that goes. And it's hilarious that I'm talking to you as right before here, I served a formal notice of material breach of a contract and requested arbitration. And so hilarious. Not something you really don't ever want to do that. And so how do you find yourself as being the person who wants to be in the middle of that, literally quite in the middle of it?
Well, it started in law school. I was a research assistant for the director of the dispute resolution program at Marquette, Andrea Schneider, who she's now at in New York, and running the same program there. And so something with her kind of clicked. I love doing the mediation competitions. I love doing client services type stuff. And then after I graduated, and moved to Philly. I passed the bar and became a law clerk to a judge here in Philly. And okay. I was her law clerk for 2 years, was at Sheridan Harris, wonderful woman. She was always involving me in trying to get cases settled. And I loved being in the middle of it then. And I didn't really ever want to be a judge. I don't know if I have the tenacity for it, but and maybe the slight ego for it.
Yeah.
But I loved being in the middle. I loved analyzing the issues that face these parties and seeing things from both sides. So that's kind of how I started.